1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, and the majority of them don't know it. There are often no symptoms, no pain, no warning signs, just a blood sugar number quietly creeping in the wrong direction. Prediabetes means your blood sugar is higher than normal, but not yet high enough to be classified as type 2 diabetes. If nothing changes, up to 30% of people with prediabetes will develop full type 2 diabetes within 5 years. Diabetes then dramatically raises the risk of heart disease, kidney failure, vision loss, nerve damage, and Alzheimer's. But here's the message of today's video. Prediabetes is not a life sentence. It is a warning, and for most people, it is reversible, not just manageable. Reversible. The landmark diabetes prevention program showed that lifestyle changes reduced progression to diabetes by 58%, more effectively than medication. In people over 60, the results were even better. Let me show you what works. When you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, blood sugar. Your pancreas releases insulin, which acts like a key, unlocking cells to let glucose in for energy. In prediabetes, cells have become resistant to insulin's signal. The pancreas compensates by producing more and more insulin. Eventually, it can't keep up, and blood sugar rises. What causes insulin resistance? Excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen, physical inactivity, a diet high in refined carbohydrates and sugar, chronic stress and poor sleep both raise cortisol, which directly raises blood sugar. Age-related changes in muscle mass also play a role. The good news, every single one of these factors responds to lifestyle change. Diet is the most powerful lever for reversing prediabetes, but this doesn't mean you need to stop eating carbohydrates entirely. It means choosing the right ones. The glycemic index measures how quickly a food raises blood sugar. High glycemic foods, white bread, white rice, sugary drinks, pastries, instant oatmeal cause rapid spikes. Low glycemic foods, whole grains, legumes, non-starchy vegetables, most fruits, release sugar slowly and steadily. The foods that work best for blood sugar control, non-starchy vegetables, broccoli, leafy greens, peppers, zucchini, these can be eaten freely. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, black beans are high in fiber and protein and have a remarkably low glycemic index. Whole grains, oats, barley, quinoa, brown rice. Fatty fish, eggs, and poultry for protein. Healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, nuts, slow digestion, and blunt blood sugar spikes. What to limit? Sugary drinks of any kind, soda, juice, sweetened coffee. These are blood sugar's fastest enemy. White bread, white rice, and white pasta. Processed snack foods, sweets and desserts not eliminated, just reduced and timed away from sedentary periods. Vinegar is surprisingly well studied. 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar diluted in water before a meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 20 to 30%. The mechanism involves acetic acid slowing gastric emptying. This is not a cure, but it's a legitimate tool. Exercise is the second most powerful intervention for prediabetes, and it works immediately. When your muscles contract during exercise, they absorb glucose from the bloodstream directly without needing insulin. This lowers blood sugar in real time. Over weeks and months, regular exercise reduces insulin resistance fundamentally. Both aerobic exercise and strength training are important. Aerobic exercise, walking, swimming, cycling, improves insulin sensitivity and lowers A1C. Strength training builds muscle mass, and muscle is the primary site of glucose disposal in the body. More muscle means better blood sugar regulation around the clock, a particularly powerful strategy. A short walk after meals, even just 10 to 15 minutes, dramatically reduces post-meal blood sugar spikes. Research shows walking after eating is more effective at controlling blood sugar than a single longer walk at another time of day. Visceral fat, the fat stored around the abdominal organs, is metabolically active. It releases inflammatory signals that directly increase insulin resistance. This is why waist circumference is as important as total body weight in assessing diabetes risk. You don't need to reach an ideal weight to see dramatic benefits. The Diabetes Prevention Program found that losing just 5 to 7% of body weight for a 180-pound person, that's only 9 to 13 pounds, reduced diabetes progression by 58%. Losing belly fat specifically comes down to the same interventions: diet quality, regular exercise, sleep, and stress reduction. There are no shortcuts, but there is no mystery either. Poor sleep is a direct cause of insulin resistance. Just one night of poor sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity the next day. Chronic sleep deprivation elevates cortisol and growth hormone, both of which raise blood sugar. Chronic stress has the same effect. The stress hormone cortisol signals the liver to release stored glucose, as if preparing you to fight or flee. In a modern world of chronic low-level stress, this means blood sugar is being elevated by things that have nothing to do with what you eat. Managing both is not optional for reversing prediabetes. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Build a daily stress reduction practice. Even 10 minutes of deep breathing or mindfulness makes a measurable difference in cortisol levels. Prediabetes is typically identified through A1C testing, a measure of average blood sugar over 3 months. An A1C of 5, 7 to 6, 4% indicates prediabetes. Below 5, 7 is normal. Above 6, 5 is diabetes. Ask your doctor for an A1C test if you're over 60, overweight, physically inactive, or have a family history of diabetes. Home glucose monitoring is a powerful tool even without a diabetes diagnosis. Seeing in real time how different meals affect your blood sugar is one of the most motivating and educational things you can do. Prediabetes is one of the most actionable health conditions that exists. It responds rapidly and significantly to the choices you make. Diet, exercise, sleep, stress, and modest weight loss, these aren't 5 separate things. They are one integrated lifestyle that your body is designed to thrive in. The research is clear. You have real power here. More power than a pill. More power than waiting. Please work with your doctor to monitor your blood sugar and personalize your approach. This video is education, not medical advice. Start today. One better meal. One walk after dinner. Your pancreas will thank you. See you in the next video.